Y'all just further now.
Yo, what is good, YouTube? You might notice how fresh and clean this looks. There's nothing better than pre-workout on ice right before you go to the gym. Woo! We're gonna keep this short. We got a little bit more coming out related to Eliza Bleu. Some other news for the day. So we're gonna do a couple of them. We're gonna knock them out, bang, bang, bang. Let's get into it, yo. You might see here the title of the video. Eliza Bleu panic deletes massive amount of tweets as the Tim Pool investigation looms. And it's not Tim Pool who's doing it, it's Shane Cashman. This is from the quartering, Jeremy. This gives me a very bad feeling. Like, why is the subject of the article running damage control for the people writing it? ... I'm at the edge of literally trusting nobody except my dogs at this point, and even those little turds lie. He's not wrong. I mean, like, I've had this sentiment here for a bit. Like, it's becoming such just constant hogwash, like such like fog of war kind of tactics being played like in media, and it's like, dude, if you stay out of the loop for like a day, you turn your phone off for a day, the amount of timing and things that you will have missed and you will have fallen behind is like, you just have to stay with it. It's like that what's that Pink Panther song? It's like that's how it is. You're following the breadcrumb trails of this stuff, trying to figure out like what's really going on. Like there's that infighting with Tim Pool and Jeremy over this. Like why is this not being covered? Why is this not a bigger issue than what it is? Why is Andrew Tate being in jail completely out of the news cycle now? Anything related to human trafficking gets so hush hush and like put down so quickly that like, how are we not past this point? Like with the FBI meme with the school shooters, like there's been memes where it's like yada yada, yeah, we had so and so on our list, but, and it's like, if they can they can compile all of that data and never make a move, well then it would at least raise the same standard of thought, thinking that if they're compiling data on all of these school shooters and all of these tendencies and flags, where's that system in place for human traffickers? And we got, I mean, the quartering's just hilarious. He's anytime the Eliza Bleu story moves, I mean an inch, he's right there. I mean, I appreciate it, man. I really do. He's got her archive pulled up on the Twitter. I mean, I can't verify that picture, but he's saying it's a net number. I mean, yeah, she's dropping the deleting tweets. She's doing damage control. We all know that at this point. She has to do damage control. Oh, really? We have Lauren Shen actually has a thing on this. I did not see this. Okay, Lauren. Tell me what it is. Drop a bomb on me. Tell me something I want to hear.
This whole Eliza Bleu situation then meets the eye was when I saw that there was actually a community note attached to Eliza's tweet addressing the allegation that people were posting non-consensual.
And this was one of my first videos that I made. The reader, like the Twitter added its own context related to this. The photos were screenshots from a publicly available, again, a publicly available world star hip hop music video that has been online since 2016. The video was made after Eliza Bleu claimed she escaped human trafficking. I'm gonna just pause on this for a second, because I want to check this real quick. If I open it, open the new tab, because I promise you she's still blocked. She's still locked. It's Brittany Venti still locked. Yeah, it's view profile. Okay, so she's still locked out of her account. She has no tweets on here until after January 19th. But can I get that again? Can I get that? Can I get that? Brittany Venti, caution. This profile may include potentially sensitive content. You're seeing this warning because they tweet potentially sensitive images or language. Do you still want to view it? Okay, now let's just try this, because like the quartering, right? We're gonna watch me. I'm gonna go right from Brittany Venti to the quartering. I wonder if it's because I'm already following him. I'm sorry, Jeremy. I'll follow you back, I promise. Let's go to Brittany's page again. Okay, caution. Now, the quartering has literally talked about the same subject matter for the past, like, 3 weeks, the same stuff as Brittany. Is it now going to give us the caution on him? Nope. You see what a joke this is? Oh, see, I followed you back, Jeremy. Like, why is Brittany still off the platform? You can't be telling me somebody like of her status is getting it taking this long to get one of her tweets appealed the second time around. That's okay. Back to Lauren. Tell us what it is, Lauren.
Photos of Eliza, someone chimed in that the screenshot in question appears to have originated from a music video publicly available on YouTube for several years. I think it's important to mention here that the music video mentioned in that community note is now no longer on YouTube because
see, now that it's no longer on YouTube, again, this is the kind of information people will slip up because they're gonna see publicly. They're not gonna see that context on that tweet because it got flagged. It's hard to find and Brittany's account's locked. So what you're gonna get is, yeah, Brittany Linty was got locked for showing this YouTube video, and then you're gonna go to this YouTube video and it doesn't exist. And it ultimately makes this so much harder for someone who's not up to date with what's going on, get into the news story and understand what is happening.
It seems like Eliza has been going on quite the censorship warpath, taking down any material that might contradict the idea that she is just a humble human trafficking survivor, rather than someone who, let's just say, used to engage in adult activities for money.
I mean, for me personally, it's hard to believe someone who did do these kind of things, video vixen activities, and then also, on the other hand, believe that this person was also trafficked in the way that they say they were. And she has every opportunity to just, like, come forward and speak about these things. And I think what Jeremy said is that they're not mutually exclusive. Like, she can have done all this good stuff and help be an advocate for people and be a voice as, like, the influencer person that she is. And she can also have completely lied and fabricated everything that she said up to date until now. And I guess, like, the weight of this is going to weigh on whether Shane Cashman did an objective investigation. I mean, like, I really had high respect for him based on his, like, the Tales from the Inverted World, his work with Kanye, some of the other pieces that he's put out. I mean, the one in particular is the article he had regarding the decision that came down with the Kerry Lake appeal on what went down in Arizona in the governor race. But seeing the line of tweets with Eliza and the ones we highlighted at the beginning of this video with Shane Cashman and the pictures, it's just like, are you really investigating? But time will tell. Time will tell, right? I'm new to this, and, like, maybe I'm the idiot here. You know, we'll find out. All right, tell us, Lauren.
But now wishes that they hadn't. Once Eliza started reporting people for merely posting screenshots or the link to this publicly available music video, I, like many others, started looking into Eliza's past a bit more, and it's sketchy and confusing to say the least. If you followed Eliza's work for a while, you'll know that she's always been really vague about the details of her trafficking. This all is just very suspicious, and there are a lot of things that don't necessarily add up.
And I think that's the crux of everyone's issue here. That's why your friends came out and said, like, things don't on the timeline don't add up. And then, you know, she's got instances where she's like, I like to use pimp and trafficker interchangeably. Questionable. Very, very questionable.
I want to be clear. I am not bringing all of this up to shame Eliza over her past because, you know, we can't change our past. What's done is done.
I'll be a little harsher on this. You can definitely judge somebody for what they've done in the past. It is literally one of the primary metrics that men use of value to determine whether the woman they choose to mate with or have a relationship with, from a man's perspective, a woman's past weighs heavily into that. Specifically with things like body count, the ability to pair bond in the future or with the man in question who's wanting to build a future with this person. And the other main thing is decision making. right? Like, obviously people can make mistakes in their past and it's not going to be 100% reflective of the decisions they'll make in the future, but it is a good marker to start with. And even the quartering, and she's not going that hard on it. I think scrutiny deserves to be raised upon those who put themselves in these very sexually exploitive roles. You can't run back to people after you've done these things and be like, well, now just accept me as like this beautiful, caring, loving woman. It's like that stuff sticks with you. Like, some people will only remember you for like the amount of like cheeks that you had like smacking like on the YouTube video, the music video. And I think it's more shameful that we sit here and try to protect stuff like that and then gaslight people for having any kind of base or pre-level judgment about somebody based on something they did for years in their past, you know? And people can change. I'm not saying they can't. But to act like every instance of someone doing something in the past and that they'll never return to those tendencies, or they don't have some remnants of those pieces of who they were, is just ludicrous. Like, you got to be more open about these things. There's a reason why she was a video vixen.
And there are a lot of people who do great work based on their past mistakes. Some of the most vocal people who speak out about pornography are those who have either suffered from porn addiction in the past or who have been in the porn industry themselves.
That's crazy. Brother, if I have one more person that tells me that they had to literally take their clothes off, participate in a gangbang, and it wasn't until after that you realized it was wrong. Like, what are you talking about? There's some things where it's like, you don't have to do it to know that it's wrong. Like, are you kidding me? That's like, if I go out and kill this dude, I'm like, what? I didn't know. I had to make sure I killed him to understand it was wrong. Like, bro, the logic, there's such a disgusting, toxic nature when it comes to talking about women doing disgusting things with themselves. That it agitates me physically. It really does. Let's go. Keep going, Lauren. Just say some smarter stuff.
Some of the most vocal pro-life advocates are actually women who have had abortions but now regret them. The reason why I bring all of this up is because...
Okay, and that's a better example. To make a decision that's that heavy, that literally involves like the determination of an unborn child, and yeah, you might regret it afterwards, but there's no telling me that you didn't have some feeling about that when you made the decision initially, or else it wouldn't be a hard decision, right? All right, let's continue. Keep going, Lauren.
It seems like Eliza is actually lashing out at people in order to hide this information. And I am talking about the fact that people like Brittany Venti, The Quartering, Yellow Flash, all of these people have been banned off of Twitter for sharing that video of Eliza. It does look like Eliza is using her connections over at Twitter, which we all know she has, in order to silence people who are exposing these things about her.
It's sus, bro. Like, I think you get to this point and you're just like, so much of this just seems so suspect. It's just shady and sad. And it sucks that we're at this point in the world, but weak men put us here and strong men will take us out. And I intend to be one of those. So until next time, peace.